Hello. I'm late. Well, I'm not super late. I'm a minute late, which is improvement. Tonight we're talking about the queen of misinformation herself, Kelsey Rhae. I don't remember her last name. It's something. She's newly-ish married. She's the, I don't know, she's the most hated person on TikTok, but the teachers certainly don't enjoy her on TikTok. And might I say, anti-MLM is certainly not a huge fan of her over here. So, what happened earlier? We were testing our mobile streaming situation with the camera, and we found that we can cancel the stream from the phone. So, because you can actually set up the desktop version of the back end of YouTube if you turn it on Chrome on your phone for the browser. So we got that situated, which was incredible. And not that y'all needed to know that, but we did it. We did it. As Dora says, I'm not sure what's happening over here, but so we were doing that. And then I was like, we're not doing Kelsey Rhae, because we were like, oh my God, bomb party. And then I was like, we're not doing a bomb party again. I was saying that to myself. I was like talking myself down. And then we were like, oh my God, we're not doing Kelsey Rhae. And then we saw that Kelsey Rhae was telling people what to do with their bodies. Trigger warning? Birth control, I guess. Not I guess birth control. Trigger warning birth control, okay? And she was like, oh my God, you should regulate your cycle. Just like figure it out. And someone was saying, oh, I hate that I'm on birth control, but I have to because we're trying to be smart and like we can't afford to have another baby right now. And she was like, just track your cycle. So she's basically going around being the chicken nugget of a lifetime and telling people what to do with their bodies. Yes, ma'am. Actually, no, ma'am. No, no, ma'am. So we've got the kindergarten setup, 3 posts, comments to read, and a 20-minute video. It's the perfect kindergarten story time setup. You know how it goes. We need words, then we need pictures. Perfect, perfect, perfect. If you know what's going on, I'm going to need y'all's help packing. Members, squirrels, countrymen, we're going to need help actually packing tomorrow because, well, not tomorrow. Because I need safe clothes help, okay? So squirrels, be prepared for that. We're actually going to have the computer set up, but mobile streaming works. I've got an energy drink. I'm taking 3 safe cups with me. Not that if you're not a member, you need to know that, but I'm taking Frost Buddy. I'm taking this safe cup that is spill proof with me, and I'm taking coffee cup with me. All right? Prepare for the messy stream. I also just washed all my hats in the dishwasher. So I'm prepared. I'm taking all my hats. I'm going to see Auntie Lushy. We've been trying to see each other for 4 years. I'm going to see her next week on Tuesday. Safe cups, safe socks, safe sweatshirts. When I say safe, I'm sensory sensitive. Autism for the wind. For the wind, for the win. It's okay. Y'all didn't need to know that. Sorry. I'm DC. I'm your resident multi-level marketing Dropout. I was in Mary Kay Cosmetics. No, I'm not wearing makeup now. If you wonder, was that the best MLM for you to join in 2014? No, it was not. Did I sell a lot of makeup because I was told to sell? Yes. Did I recruit a lot of people? No, but was I one of the top sellers in Mary Kay in our national area? Yes, I was. Did I go from 0 to 400 customers, over 400 customers in a cold market? Yes, I did. If you're going to tell me I failed in our MLM just because I dropped out, you've lost the plot. If you don't like cursey words here, I'm not the channel for you, but I can recommend people who don't cuss. Erin Bees doesn't cuss. Hannah Alonso doesn't cuss. Live chat won't let you know who doesn't cuss. There's lots of people who bleep out. Oh, Ava Matea doesn't cuss. Who else doesn't cuss? CB Beauty Hunter doesn't cuss. Lots of people don't. Cursey words, welcome. If you are free range listening and your floofs are sensitive to the cursey words, or if your children are sensitive to the cursey words, just throw on some headphones if you're free range listening. I don't know what else to say. Oh no, I'm not driving. Lushy is a beautiful human being and had some miles, and I'm flying to her house. Lushy, Jessica flew to Boston for on a trip and then she's flying home. And then I get to go see her and Bailey and Mr. Lushy. So, if you are gonna catch the replay, hello replay crew. I miss you. Lick the stream. Let me know your favorite memory of Kelsey Rhae. What's my favorite memory? I don't know. There's so many good ones. Maybe photo editing a lot of her videos and seeing the messed up pictures in the background that you can see like how messed up the images are, and you can visibly tell like when she's edited her body. When the teachers ate her lunch on TikTok, maybe that was the best one. When Kiki Chanel reacted to Kelsey Rhae on her channel, that might be my favorite memory. Oh, yes, Savannah Marie Bleeps, the queen herself, the OG anti-MLM creator, Savannah, I forgot. Let me link Savannah. I didn't forget. Savannah Bleeps. Is it Savannah Marie or Savannah? Either one. Oh yeah, she made her kids clean her car as a way to, as part of her homeschooling curriculum. Surprise. So, Kelsey Rhae was / is in Prove It. She was in Jesse Lee's downline. Erin Bees was in the organization with Kelsey Rhae. Erin Bees is linked in the chat. And Swoop did a video on Kelsey Rhae. If you don't know who Swoop is, you're missing out. Swoop does documentaries on her channel. Kiki Chanel is an incredible creator. I watch both of their videos, every single one. Super enjoyable, super well done. If you're looking for someone to add to your list of people to watch, add both of those. I probably need to add both of them to Nightbot. Stacy, hero. All right, let's get to it. Let me open these up. Where am I going to open these up in? Let's open them up here. Here's the first one. Download. Why are these? Okay. All right. Is it this one? Sure ain't. All right. This is her first post that we're going to look at. Camera effects. Flip my camera. Okay. Kelsey, 11 hours ago, said, "Seems to me your mother didn't teach you about your monthly cycle. So, let me do the honors. It's okay, mine didn't either, but I've learned, so now I'll tell you." Kelsey is a multi-level marketer. She's not a medical professional. She's not like in a field where she would be able to tell you this stuff. It's not even, it's audacious that she's platforming herself as an expert. And you even have to be careful because she has millions of followers and people look up to her as some kind of expert because she has more influence than the average bear. Okay? And I have the wrong chat up. I've got the wrong chat up. I've got the members only chat up. It should load in a second. There you go. First and foremost, let's talk about the phases of your cycle, because once I understood this, losing fat became so much easier. And we have to read this one first because all of this is going to funnel people into her course she's selling, which will then funnel people into the food thing that she's doing with Eric, which will then funnel people into, say it with me, the multi-level marketing fluffery that she's involved with. But she has Jesus on board now, and he has all the knowledge. Flawless logic. Elizabeth's. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. All my Kelsey Rhae knowledge is secondhand via streams and videos from anti-MLM creators, but now I have to worry that if I ever go back to this one specific book festival, I could run into her in the wild. My favorite is her talking about not needing as much food or having cravings while also talking about the massive amounts of fast food they have had and shoveling other noisy food into her mouth. Oh. Jessica's in Boston right now. She's getting to see Charlene tomorrow. I'm so jelly that she gets to see Charlene. Yes, Swoop has 2 channels. Swoop is her like big documentary channel where she does full-length deep dives, and Swoop 2 is where she does mini dives, like quick dips, dip your toes into the sus pool. Oh, another one of my favorite, another one of my favorite memories of Kelsey Rhae is when she forgot to clean the tanks in her RV and she fucked up the gray water tanks. You don't mess around with the tanks, the drainage in your RV, your fifth wheel, any of the tanks in any of your motor, I say your motor homes, any of your traveling homes on wheels, you stay on top of draining those. I'll say that right now. That's another one of my favorite memories. I hope all y'all in MLMs get out, but like, oh my God. If you're just joining us, Kelsey Rhae is telling us what to do with our bodies. Our bodies, if you have a cycle, buckle up. Your body is not meant to feel the same every single day of the month. Your hormones shift weekly, which means your Elizabeth, do we need to have clips of the Oregon Trail game? Yes. Moby! Greetings and salutations. Moby Kitty. Hero, hero, hero. Also, should I just put my microphone? Should we just do this officially like this? Should I just have my microphone like this the whole time? I feel like yes. Hello? I feel like this is the vibe for Kelsey Rhae. I feel like more of a news reporter like this. Okay. Your body is not meant to feel the same way every single day of the month. Your hormones shift weekly, which means your hunger, cravings, energy, mood, bloating, workouts, and even fat loss all shift too. I can't wait. Let me close Photoshop and Premiere Pro because my computer's hissing. Save. 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 Don't save. 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 Okay. Don't save. Sorry, my computer's hissing, so I just want to close this. Quit. Don't save. What else is open? Quit. Quit. Are y'all all quit? Quit. Oh, shoot. I just closed it. Please hold. We're back. We're back, baby. Quit. Empty trash. All right. We're cheese level 1000. I'm here for it. Z. I don't trust anything she says. Phase 1. Period. Exclamation point. Hard return. This is when your body is shedding its lining and hormones are at their lowest. Widow word. Hard return. A lot of women feel more tired here, but inflammation usually starts dropping and fasting often feels easier. Are we gonna... And now she's a gynecologist. What can't Kelsey Rhae handle? My goodness. There's 4 phases for your cycle. Luteal, the longest phase, can last up to 2 whole weeks. I feel like we're going to have to Google... Hold on. I'm going to go to Perplexity because I don't trust Chat GPT. Please hold. I'm looking in Perplexity because they actually cite their sources. Most people with cycles have about 21 to 35 days from one period to the next, and these days are divided into 4 hormonal phases. Length and symptoms can vary a lot from person to person and can change over time with factors like stress, sleep, and birth control. Menstrual phase, your period, follicular phase, ovulation phase, and luteal phase. The menstrual phase starts on day 1 of bleeding and usually lasts 3 to 7 days. During this time, the thickening lining of the uterus, endometrium, is shed as blood and tissue because pregnancy did not occur in the previous cycle. Hormones like estrogen and progesterone are low here, which can be why many people feel tired, crampy, or bloated. This phase marks the official beginning of a new cycle. Follicular phase. The follicular phase begins on the first day of your period and continues until ovulation, so it overlaps with the menstrual phase. It typically lasts around 10 to 14 days in a textbook 28-day cycle, but this is the phase that can vary the most in length. And these are all like, there's sources that are linked in everything that this is saying, so you can go and look at all of the links for these, because this is not, I pay for Perplexity. I don't, ChatGPT, obviously you can link, but Perplexity links to like scientific articles and stuff like that. The follicular phase begins on the first day of your period and continues until ovulation, so it overlaps with the menstrual phase. It typically lasts around 10 to 14 days in a textbook 28 days. I know I already read this, but this is the phase that can vary the most in length. During this phase, rising estrogen helps the uterine lining grow again, and follicle-stimulating hormones, FSH, tells the ovaries to develop follicles, one of which will become the dominant egg. As estrogen rises, many people notice more energy, clearer thinking, and sometimes a better mood. Ovulation phase. Ovulation is the release of a mature egg from the ovary and usually happens about midway through the cycle, around day 14 in a 28-day cycle, but timing can vary. It is triggered by a surge in luteinizing hormone, LH, and often coincides with peak estrogen levels. This is the most fertile window. Pregnancy is most likely if unprotected sex happens in the days just before and during ovulation. Some people notice signs like stretchy egg white, cervical mucus, a slight one-sided pelvic twinge, or small temperature shift. Luteal phase. The luteal phase begins right after ovulation and lasts until your next period starts, typically around 11 to 17 days, around 14 on average. The follicle that releases the egg turns into the corpus luteum, which produces progesterone to thicken and stabilize the uterine lining in case of pregnancy. If the egg is not fertilized and doesn't implant, progesterone and estrogen levels fall, which triggers the uterine lining to shed and your next menstrual phase to begin. Many PMS symptoms, bloating, mood changes, breast tenderness, cravings, show up in this late luteal window as hormones drop. If you're thinking about this for tracking, content, or health reasons, is it it's asking more questions. Okay, let me just make a new window so y'all can see what I searched, so that y'all can see that there's actually Perplexity. So you can see that I'm not full of bullshit. Okay. Hold on, let me make it smaller. Where? Why can't I make it smaller? Anyway, so you can, that's what I was reading from, and you can go to these links and you can click on the different links to go to like NIH or PubMed or like sources that are more trustworthy and stuff like that. So that's what all these numbers are right here and things like that. So let me go back to the chat. And they're not saying that everything's trackable. They're saying quote unquote textbook, but that doesn't mean that that everybody has a textbook way of tracking all this. So hello, everyone who's just coming into the chat. Kelsey Rhae is letting us know that that she's telling us about all the things. So I just wanted to read like from a trusted source instead of Kelsey Rhae. So Kelsey said follicular phase 2. This is the fresh start phase. Estrogen starts rising, which is why motivation, energy, mood, workout, performance usually improve here. I mean, all of these are about her stuff that she's freaking selling. Ovulation. We read all these, like, I think in a more unbiased way in the, what we just read. This is your peak energy phase. Most women feel more confident, social, energized, and their body responds really well to movement and structure during this time. Like, where did she get this from? Movement and structure during this time? What are you talking about? Luteal, the longest phase, can last up to 2 whole weeks. Okay. This is the phase before your period, and honestly, this is where most moms think they're failing. This is so manipulative. I love that y'all are being so encouraging to each other in the chat. Let me know your highs and your lows in the chat. Progesterone rises, which can cause more cravings, increased hunger, bloating, water retention, and lower motivation. So yeah, bloating, mood changes, breast tenderness, and cravings. Not the end of the world. It is showing up in that window as your hormones drop. It's just part of your body's cycle. And Kelsey Rhae says, you are not broken. Your body is just changing throughout the month. The problem is most women are trying to force themselves to eat and train the exact same way every single day instead of working with their hormones. What do you know about this, Kelsey Rhae? What are your certifications? What are you talking about? Once I learned how to support my body during each phase, everything changed. My sweet husband is a personal trainer, and once he learned this, he stopped making my plans exactly like his and made me my own. He created the fat loss system I'm currently using, and it's meant for moms 30 plus wanting to lose 10 to 12 pounds without extremes. That's me. We forgot to, that's okay. Grammar, ChatGPT is free. Comment cycle if you want me to send it to you. Where? Okay. Drop a heart if this helped. It did not help. Here's the comments. 240 comments. We're not going to read everything. Cycle. Everyone's asking for this plan. From Mr. Have y'all seen Aaron's stream? Listen. Have y'all seen Aaron's stream where did y'all see the food that Eric was eating when they broke the fast? It's a sensory nightmare of epic proportions. And I'm not trying to be, no, am I? It's a sensory nightmare of epic proportions. I'm getting sick thinking about it. I don't want Mr. Sir making me a meal plan. Raise your hand if you saw that stream. Did you see Eric breaking his fast? If you saw him breaking his fast, do you want him making your meal plan? Because I certainly don't. I certainly do not. Nope. No way. Nope. Absolutely not. Clocka, new grift, and she is targeting people who do not have a consistent cycle, but she doubles down after this post and starts telling people to get off their birth control. Cute. Cute. If I need to lose my appetite, I look at her food photography. Yeah, why don't you just print it out and stick it on your fridge? It's a vomit atrocious. Yep. Sure is. The mouth noises were obscene and not in a fun way. Yep. Now, if they like it, oh, woof. They like it, but I'm just... It's as Kate has kindly encouraged me to say, it's not for me. It's not for me. Not for me. Her telling people to get off their birth control, also not for me. Stop pretending to be a doctor. So these are all people asking for her plan. And everything learned now changes with I'm guessing perimenopause. Find a doc who knows how to treat in all women. Hint, we haven't been studied enough. Not wrong, Maggie. And notice that Kelsey Rhae did not comment on that. Not very trad of her, but hey, do y'all think that her next pivot, this is a question. Do y'all think her next pivot is going to be like trad wife adjacent? Like a right turn to Tradwifeville? Because Tradwife minus sourdough, because sourdough doesn't really seem like macro friendly. My husband was nothing but muscle. Even he knew you don't work out every day. When I lifted years ago, he told me I lifted like a man because I gradually increased the weight while eating clean. If she was also trying to do the Tradwife thing, or did I make that up? No, I don't. So I don't think it's unreasonable to think, and no shade if you're like, no shade if that's important to you. Because I know there's a bunch of red flags out there for people seeing that on TikTok. And here's my perspective. You should have every bit of power to do what you want to do with your body and your life. I think what people are missing when they're saying that they hope that the people out there who are pursuing that for their own internal walk and are not doing that because they're being pressured to do that because of religious pressure or partner pressure or whatever kind of pressure. I think that's what people are hoping. I think that's what people are hoping for, those women who are dressing a certain way or feeling like they have to cook everything from scratch and clean their house with all natural ingredients and scrub their floors by hand and, you know, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I think the heart of people critiquing that lifestyle is, I hope you're pursuing that because of something you want to do and not because of patriarchy and pressure and blah, blah, blah. Good night. And I don't think it's unreasonable to say Kelsey Rhae may be heading in that direction. I hope she's not heading in that direction. But anyways. So all these people, there's 2 more posts and we're going to watch a video. Cycle. There's more people that are commenting stuff. We're just going to go through. Don't forget the TMI, don't forget the diarrhea when your hormones are at its highest, and then again when it goes back down towards the end of your period. And those who have PCOS and endometriosis are in horrible pain. If you have insurance, go to the doctor because Kelsey Rhae is not your doctor. Please don't get your medical advice from Kelsey Rhae. Hello. Welcome to how my Sunday went a few days ago. Oh, Tori. My happy place is being a frumpy little housewife, but I'm sure not going to preach it at... I love that. Let's see. Mine's hard to track because I have PCOS, and certainly Kelsey Rhae has no credentials to help people with any of this. What's she going to help you with? Separating you from your money? What's she going to help you with? Seriously. Look at all these people saying cycle, cycle, cycle. I didn't realize this until I read your post, so thanks to you and Eric, I will finally feel better. Bonnie, no. Also, reminder to YouTube and all the things. I'm not shaming these people. I'm frustrated that Kelsey Rhae is, in my opinion, taking advantage of people with her lack of credentials. And this is also a public post. Unfortunately. Thank you, I'm learning this and so much more. No. Love this. Such a great information. Thank you for sharing. You are a gem. Oh my God. Wow, you look amazing. I never knew this. Thanks for sharing. No. Cycle, cycle, cycle. I don't even have to eat and an always every day so full and sick to my stomach. Go to the doctor. Go to a registered dietitian. Okay. Okay. Here's the next one. We're going to watch a video. There's a 20-minute video coming, but like we have to read all the posts first because they get ragier and ragier. I know ragier is not a word, but like it fits. Okay. Downloads. I think I'm going to have to go to Facebook on my Kelsey. I'm just opening up all the comments because... And all of these are public on her public profile. So sad. I'm so sad about this. And I'm not shaming the people commenting. I'm just sad that... I'm sad. I need to go to preview mode. Hold on. Z. I need to add. All right. All right. The next post is sad, absolutely sad how many women were never taught about their cycle. Were you? They say no. Never had a mom to teach me, and here I am, almost 27 with 2 kids, hearing new phases like luteal phase and feeling out of control with my hormones when I start. Kelsey Rhae says, Deja, it can feel devastating if you don't understand it. Savannah says, nope. I was given a book to read and told to ask questions if I had them. I'm fully open about it with my girls and my oldest boy, so he also knew what to do when his wife or daughter is in the situation. Kelsey said, same. All our kids will know about a woman's body and how it works. Very important. Elisha said, nope. No, nope. Gina said, no, most I knew was what middle school's first time video explained. When hold on. Tori said, I have to take birth control so I can have a regular cycle. When said cycle arrives, I get migraines. Kelsey can go sit all the way down when I feel like the devil himself is squeezing my brain. That is such a good description. Debs. There's so many choices now, even kids for cysts. We do progesterone based to prevent weight gain. Kelsey Rhae wouldn't do it from an honest place. For sure. That's my belief, 100%. They were. I just don't think Kelsey Rhae would do it because too many carbs, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So Kelsey, if you just joined, also hello to Knox. Kelsey Rhae is doing sexual health for moms, and we were figuring out how to do, well, here's what happened on the Squirrel Trail. We were figuring out how to do a live stream without the computer and figuring out how to cancel it from my phone. So I turned on the desktop mode on my phone's browser because normally it's on the mobile stream. Anyways, so we were doing the test, and then I was like, we're not going to do bomb party. And so I was looking on Facebook, and then Kelsey Rhae's post came up, and it showed that she was basically bossing people around about, oh, you should get off birth control because it's really bad for you. And I was like, what are you doing? And we went further down into her posts, and she was taking advantage of people, essentially, for the purposes of selling a course. And then it looks like a funnel into a course and then into her MLM. And she has no idea what she's talking about with, in my opinion, the sexual health. So like she's targeting moms who have a hard time regulating their cycle. She has no medical qualifications. She has no certifications. She has no business mucking about with people's health. And so we're talking about PCOS, endometriosis, like perimenopause, like all the things. Unfortunately, Kelsey Rhae's in the middle of all the things. And everyone's asking for help in her comments. And Kelsey's like, incredible. I've got a new market to corner. Huzzah. That's where we are. And so we're reading this post and one more, and then we've got a 20-minute video about what she eats for her luteal phase. Can't wait. So we're doing the kindergarten method again. Read some, watch some. No, most I knew was what middle school's one-time video explained. When I very first started, my mother did bring me a pad and tell me what to do and stuff, but yeah, nope. Nope, I thought it was my poppy's blood because he always cut his arm. What? Never even heard about it until I started experiencing infertility. No, but I'm trying to educate myself for my daughters. I just started hers. One just started hers in late February. If you ladies have any tips or advice, please feel free to message me. Nope, I wasn't even taught about feelings and emotions, only to numb them. Oh my God. I was taught about my period, not my cycle. Nope, started my very first day of 4th grade. I was 10. I believe I legit thought I was dying. Now as a mother of 2 girls, I know they will absolutely be taught about it. No. Nope, I also wasn't taught about my floor. I had no idea about the damage done while giving birth. Oh my God. Yes, my mom was very open to talking about periods and cycles. And my daughter is 11 and knew at the age of 9 about periods and what it will entail as she gets older. As I was 9 when mine started and my daughter's 11 and hers had started. Good for you, Samantha. So many moms fail to teach their daughters. I'm sorry you all went through this alone. Well, that's sweet, Brandon. Probably because it wasn't really known back then. It was, Heather. Just that once a month we bleed. Heather. If you have an underlying medical condition, she is preventing these women from getting checked by a healthcare professional. Exactly, Debs. Oh my God. Exactly. PCOS is now PMOS. After 16 years, they finally corrected the name of the condition. So what is it? So what does the M stand for? And was misdiagnosed when I was younger. Oh my God. Formerly. So what does the M stand for? I have to take birth control so I can have a regular cycle. Okay, I read that one. I've been open with my kids over a women's cycle. My poor son. Good for you. He gets told like it is between his girlfriend, sister, and I. Good. Utah, it's awful in Utah from what I hear. Like there's a limited sexual education there, and I wish it was better. And I wish like I had been taught differently, but I'm so glad like I get pelvic floor physical therapy now. It's helped a lot with my endo, but like still, if you have kids and you have a chance to get them, I would highly recommend it. Oh, Harold! Hello, it's good to see you. Metabolic. Not only is she obstructing help, she is adding to their timeline. Young Living, honestly, multi-level marketers in Young Living severely prevented like me from getting help as well. Like obviously I participated, but people thinking that essential oils could fix me prevented me from getting help. 100%. Polyendocrine metabolic ovarian syndrome. Oh. If you're listening, PCOS is now known as polyendocrine metabolic ovarian syndrome. If that's helpful information. So we're still reading the comments. Nope, 5th grade, thought that was it. I panicked. The nurse taught me. I was scolded at home for it. I taught my daughter very early on. She's 15 now. Now I'm almost 40. I started HRT because I hit perimenopause. Thought I was going crazy for real. I wasn't taught as my biological mother was absent due to addiction. And even when I was in the system, I didn't know very much until sexual education class in 6th grade, way after I got my period. Yes, I was, and I taught both my boys about it. Not because they get them, but they need to understand how it all works for future wives and daughters. Good for you, Kim. Sometimes men get grossed out by that topic, and I want my boys to normalize it. Kim, good for you. Other than what we learned in school, my mom never sat one-on-one with me and explained anything, but she did with my older sister. So for me, it was more of a learn as you go type of thing. Oh. I don't think my mom knew a lot. She knows more now due to the internet. I know her mom didn't teach her. We had a class at school one time in 6th grade, and they split the boys and girls and had talks with us. They went over pads and tampons with us girls. We had internet now, so there's no sense in not knowing. Nope, I never had a mom to show me. Oh. Well, maybe we weren't taught correctly and fully because our moms didn't know and understand. But thank you so much for the information to pass on to my daughter so she can be educated and know. Nope, I never was. Only taught how to manage it, but hysterectomy at age 14. Took my cycle, so I really never learned anything more on it. I'm 28 now and can't have kids. Oh no. No period, yes, but actual cycle, no. Okay, so that's that post. So she's warming. I know this is gonna sound like this is gonna sound like I'm some kind of from a marketing perspective. Multiple things can be true at the same time. Some of those people felt like she was educating them. And from me having read hundreds of things by Kelsey Rhae and listening to hundreds of videos by Kelsey Rhae, this is me. The story I'm telling myself about Kelsey Rhae is that she's warming up her market to recruit them into her class. And then that's warming them up into her recruiting them into her multi-level marketing company, warming up them to spend money with her and Eric. And they could also be learning about the 4 phases of the women's cycle. And good on her for like teaching them a little bit. Good on her. Hi, Foong. A little bit of good and a lot of bad. And the thing is, now that someone has a good experience with her, they're going to be more open to thinking, oh, Kelsey Rhae only offers good things to me. I can relate to the absent addict mom stuff. It's just really sad that her market is all vulnerable people who relate to her struggles and view her as a friend when she doesn't give a fuck about them. Yeah, she only gives a fuck about them if they give her money, in my opinion. Hi, Mila. The Aura Ring will also track your cycle. And the thing is, it's like, if you don't have a consistent cycle, it's a mind meld too. Also going to the doctor and telling him like, hey, when's your last cycle? Oh, it's still going on. When did it start? 3 weeks ago. And they're like, really? Yeah. Or you go to him next time, it's like, hey, when's your last cycle? Oh, it hasn't started yet. Well, when's the last time you had one? Whatever. 4 weeks ago. You haven't had it in a month? I'm like, no. Or when it's inconsistent and then the doctor's like, oh, you haven't? Are you sure? Are you sure you know your body? Are you like, for real? Yeah. For real. I'm telling you the truth. Something's really wrong with my body. Something's not right. So you're getting questioned about you're getting questioned about the answers from the doctor. So it makes sense if someone's sending you help on social media or giving you answers on social media. I can see how someone would want to go to Kelsey Rhae, who's being nice to them, when you're trying to get answers and you're not getting answers from your doctor. And I'm on birth control now. Like I have stuff now. It's just like I can see how you might be alienated by a medical professional, and then you see someone be nice to you or be kind to you or be sympathetic to you or give you helpful information or say like, hey, this will give you the answers, and you're open to that because you haven't been getting answers somewhere else. I could see that. So let's go to the last post and then we'll watch the video. So this is the way that this post starts. And don't even get me started on birth control. Most relevant, all comments. This is from 3 hours ago. Kelsey Rhae says, and don't even get me started on birth control. What a delight. As if Kelsey Rhae, as if she knows everything about birth control. Yep. So bad. Doctors should have to tell you how bad it is for you. Oh, I don't know. Birth control can be life-changing for people. Also, it's not for everyone. If you have a bad reaction to it, go back in to the doctor and get on something else, or call them up and saying you have a bad reaction, you can get off of it. Or tell them you want to get on something else. They don't know you're having a bad reaction if you don't call them up and tell them. If your hormones are out of whack, you have to address it at some point. Sometimes you can address it with, I don't know. I don't know how necessarily everyone addresses it. I don't know what to tell you. Here's the twisty part. The only reason I couldn't use birth control to even out my cycles is because it gave me intense migraines. My cycles were great otherwise. Yeah, like it's like not it's not for everyone, or it's not a 1 + 1 is 2 for everyone. Exactly. Like, I couldn't use birth control pills. It wasn't a solution for me. Like, last year I had to get an IUD, and that's been an okay solution for, like, as a trying to get a complex solution for, like, my issues. It's evened out my cycle. Thank you. Wedding kazoos, let's go. Oh my god, happy oh my god, $100. Happy anniversary. Y'all, kazoos in the chat, and also weddingversary coming on up. Thank you so much. What the heck? What the heck? Oh my god, happy anniversary. The recliner unboxing is gonna be incredible next month. Y'all, don't choke on your food. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much. Our recliner fund, when we get paid next month, it's gonna be the best recliner in the treehouse. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Happy anniversary. I hope you have the best anniversary date of all time. I don't know. I don't feel like I should have been the one to get the present, but thank you so much. Holy moly. Thank you. The ones where they scream the kazoos are the funniest. Yes. I think that's why we enjoy that one the most. Also, can we just get so excited for 31 streams in 31 days? I'm going to make little ghosts hanging from the ceiling this year and pin them in the ceiling. Do not tell Mrs. Xcal. Don't tell her. Also, I'm going to sell one of my cameras because I'm going to use this one and magnetize it to the wall. Sorry, I'm like, I just want to have a members only stream. You went to a Japanese steakhouse? That sounds incredible. That sounds so good. Oh my god. What am I trying to open? Oh, I'm so ready for Halloween. I'm getting an orange hat and I'm bedazzling it. And I'm trying to finish bedazzling my purple hat before I go see Jessica. Don't tell... Oh, I can't tell y'all. Jessica, are you asleep? I'll just have to show you it. I can't tell you. I'll reveal it when I go see Jessica. I'm bringing Jessica something and I don't know if she's going to hate me or not, but it's adorable. I'm so excited for 31 streams in 31 days. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So, sorry. We'll have to do a halfway. Is it halfway to October? June, July, August, September, October. Oh, we already missed halfway. Is May halfway? May, June, July, August, September, October. We already missed halfway. Dang it. Is May 30th the May to June, June, July, July to October, July to August, August to September, September. I don't know. Oh well. Hate it. So Rachel says, hate it, but I can't afford to have another child. So Rachel is trying to be safe / mindful about what she can and cannot afford. Oh, we missed it. We missed halfway. What if we do 3 months? Summerween. Let's do Summerween. May 5th. May is 5 month. October is... Oh. Dang it. Let's just do Summerween. How about that? Let's just do a Summerween stream. We'll just do Summerween. We'll just do Summerween. That's okay. We're just excited. Rachel said, hate it, but I can't afford to have another child. Crying emoji. Heather says, Rachel, have your man have a vasectomy. By the way, vasectomies are reversible. We'll just ask Perplexity. Most vasectomies can be surgically reversed, but they should still be thought of as permanent because reversal is not guaranteed to restore fertility. Almost all vasectomies are technically reversible with microsurgery that reconnects the cut vas deferens. However, doctors still counsel that vasectomy should be considered a permanent form of birth control because reversal is more complex, expensive, and not always successful. When experts talk about success, they usually mean either sperm returning to the semen or actual pregnancy. Okay. We'll just say it's reversible, but the success rate isn't 100%. Y'all are so smart. Not all vasectomies are reversible from what I understand. Kelsey said, it's not worth it, girl. Get off, get regular, and track. So Kelsey's like telling somebody that birth control isn't worth it. Get off birth control, get regular, as if it's so easy to get regular and track your cycles because apparently that's 100% effective. Kelsey, you're not a doctor. You're not a medical professional. You shouldn't be giving advice. Like, stop it. That's what Kelsey Rhae said. Cassandra said, you can only get pregnant within a 5 to 7 day window of the month. Not worth it. Track. Excuse you? What are y'all doing acting like y'all can give advice like this? And reversals are not generally covered by insurance. Yeah, we're totally fine giving advice over here. A chicken nugget city. It's a burnt chicken nugget city over here. It's the wild, wild west of multi-level marketing. Definitely mixed feelings on this one. To me, this means like she does not agree with Kelsey Rhae, but she doesn't want to say that she has dissenting opinions. That's the story I tell myself, but what do I know? Well, my doctor wants me on it because my hormones are crazy and my period is out of whack, so I shouldn't do it. Alexandria, Kelsey Rhae did not go to medical school. Why are we asking Kelsey Rhae? Why are we asking Kelsey Rhae's opinion on anything? Hello? Kelsey Rhae's a multi-level marketer who makes money by people buying her courses, and she also, this is an appeal to fear. She's not an expert on anything. First question I'd ask myself, why didn't you put an apostrophe here? Oh, wait, she didn't say that. First question I'd ask myself is, what am I consuming in all forms? I'd also ask, where's the question mark? Hello? Jen Lee said, after I had my twins unexpectedly, I thought I couldn't have kids. I got put on the depot shot, and that was the worst. 4 exclamation points. The only thing I did like was no monthly cycle, but it eventually messed up my mental health so bad, and I had horrible mood swings where I couldn't even stand myself. Okay, valid. It's not... I'm not trying to gaslight anybody. I'm saying that your hormones are a delicate balance, and it's not always a set and forget thing when you're dealing with something like birth control at all. Like, get testing done more frequently if you're dealing with birth control. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not trying to shame them at all. Yeah, and it can be, and birth control and shots and stuff can be the absolute devil for people. There were birth control pills like that I was taking that were awful for me. 100%. I felt numb and like a shell of myself. For sure. I'm not trying to say that there's a one-size-fits-all type thing for people. I'm not trying to say that. Not having a cycle is absurd. It's so unnatural and terrible for you. So sorry this happened. Kelsey can't speak for everyone. That's the issue. She can't speak for everyone. Everyone's experience is different. That's my issue. I had terrible cycles before I got pregnant, so I enjoyed not having one. Yes, I know it's not healthy now, but I've learned a lot about my body in the past 5 years. Same here, plus the weight gain. I actually lost weight while I was on it. No response. I got off that poison years ago. I track my cycle now. Now we're just fighting in the comments. I got on the depot shot back in 2019, and boy, was it the worst decision of my life. Packed on like 75 pounds and could not get rid of it no matter what I did. There's lots of people who said the depot shot was really bad for them. I think I have birth control over getting pregnant and dying. What? I think I have birth control over getting pregnant and dying. Oh, got it. Because getting pregnant would kill her. Got it. Just don't do it. See, like, all these people are speaking from their own personal experience instead of saying, like, maybe my experience is not everyone's experience. There are some people out there, like, getting pregnant literally would kill them. Their pregnancies would actually be so dangerous that it would put their life in jeopardy. And Kelsey cannot think past her own thoughts about how people should live And she can't even comprehend putting herself in other people's shoes. It messed me up so bad. I've been on the pill since I turned 17. I'll be 35 next month, and I'm getting off the pill finally. I'm nervous but hopeful that I will feel better. But what about with endometriosis and trying to keep your body from having a cycle? It's a lose-lose situation either way. Literally cannot physically or mentally handle it if I have a cycle. Passing out, it gets so bad. What do you do then? You listen to your doctor, Hannah. Kelsey Rhae doesn't know what the you listen to your doctor, you listen to your endo specialist, you don't listen to Kelsey Rhae. Don't let Kelsey Rhae have an appeal to authority because she's not an authority on anything. There's nobody in the field of endometriosis who would say like Kelsey knows what the fuck she's talking about. She's trying to scare you into saying that what has worked for you is harming you. She doesn't know what endometriosis feels like. She doesn't know what tools you have in place to help you function and navigate the world. She doesn't have any answers for you. Oh my God. I would take breaks from birth control on deployments. When we conceived my daughter, it was planned. That makes so much sense. People with tough backgrounds, speaking from experience, are super prone to black and white thinking and hypervigilance because it provides a sense of control on otherwise chaotic life. That is a great perspective. I think the issue is like saying that projecting that thinking on other people is super dangerous. And because she has so many people following her, she has so much influence, that can be so dangerous. All of these things contain hormones and affect people differently. Like I said, even a different manufacturer of the same medicine really messed with me. Yeah, fair. So in that sense, I get why the comments are the way they are. Yeah. I will never be regular, hence the PMOS. There are full-on MDs who haven't mastered balancing hormones. I had to find an OBGYN who specialized in it. So yeah, Kelsey Rhae acting like she's an authority on it is wild. Also, hey, Runda Bing. Hope school ended well for you. I don't know if you finished or not, but if it's still going on or if it ended well, I hope it's going well. Was on depot for 7 years in total. Hair loss, weight gain, no energy, Paragard, IUD, 1 year. Body rejected it and the pill for 6 months. I do have 2 children, boy 9, girl 10. I had a tubal 4 years after my son. Periods got worse, severe pelvic pain, etc. At 28, I had a hysterectomy, partial, and was undiagnosed for 9 years, but I have endometriosis. Endometriosis fucks with your body. Now I'm thriving, feeling a lot better, more energy than I believe I've had in a long time. What's wild is that she was able to have kids at all, which I'm glad she was able to have kids. Okay, let's watch the video. So those are just 3 of the posts that she started. That she started because she's targeting a new market of people. And now she's going to tell us what she's eating on the luteal phase. She's literally targeting a new market of people. Freaking wild. I'm going to put the captions on the screen.
Hi guys, what is up? It's Kelsey Rhae coming at you guys live.
Rip. Let me put us on this screen. Whoa. Rip. And let me put the captions over here. You graduate in 2 weeks? Let's go. If you're not here, let me go ahead and play our song for you. Meow, 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 meow. Wait, where is it? Pomp and circumstance. We gotta find it. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. Audio. Cause who's in the chat? Congratulations! I'm so happy for you! Alright, let's get this video up and running. Nick said, I'm convinced in my personal case. I just lost the chat. Oh, where did it go? I'm convinced in my personal case that severe endometriosis was one of the causes of the lupus and vasculitis I developed. I believe it. Okay, let me put the... Is this it? There it is. Okay. The captions for the video are on the screen. The video's on the screen. Y'all are on the screen. Okay. Oh, good. Y'all are the sweetest. This means more than I can say. I'm so glad. It's good to see you, and I'm so happy that we got to catch you, like, and congratulate you. I know you worked really hard. And also, if anybody is, like, graduating or has good news to share, always let me know. Or, like, I know sometimes I don't see everything, but I always want to try to cheer you on in a non-love bomby way. I know sometimes, like, y'all don't have people, even if you do, but sometimes you don't have people in your life to, like, congratulate you, and I hope we get to cheer you on here. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited for you, Rootin' Bing. I wish doctors would quit with the, are you sure you want to go through with this medical treatment? What if you want to have babies? For women, it's hurtful both to those who do and don't. Yeah. Yep. Indeed. Indubitably. Okay. I'm going to lock this here. I think. Okay, lock. Here we go. This is Kelsey Rhae. Probably trigger warning.
I have not been live and it feels like forever. So bear with me because I feel like a beginner at this again. But we just got back from getting some groceries. I wanted to show you guys some of my go-to staples as a mom over 30 who really is just actually doing at this point, staying more consistent. I'm done starting over every Monday. I'm done letting my luteal phase control.
It's good to see you,
my
Foon.
results, really. And so I'll give you guys a little bit of a background, a little bit of a story for me, and then we'll jump into the little grocery haul that I have, and then I have some like tips and
I can relate,
of
Nick.
that nature for you guys. And so if you are a mom or a mom over 30 or just a woman who is trying to stay consistent, say hi, say hello in the comments. And if you guys want the actual exact protocol that I've been using that has helped me lose 7 pounds within the past 3 weeks by staying consistent even when those cravings hit, drop the word system in the comments and I'll reach out and send you the link. So before I get into this, I want to preference by saying, if you've been around for a while, drop OG in the comments. Okay?
Preference.
Some of y'all, a lot of y'all have been around for a very long time, and I love y'all so much. Thank you for the support that y'all have given me over the years. I have been in health and wellness and fitness for 7 years. 7 years ago, I lost 55 pounds by doing strict keto. And if you've been following me for that long, then you probably know there's a story to be told, which I do plan on going live and telling that story, but not in this live, okay? So anyways.
Ma'am, you allegedly, you didn't lose weight via Eric's food plan or your food plan. You claim to have lost weight because of ketones. Are you going to now claim that you lost weight because of your meal plan? Is this going to be an honest presentation? I'm incredulous about what this is going to entail.
It's that showed me what was possible, but at that point in time, I was really just restricting myself a lot. It was a challenge for me. It was like, how skinny?
Yeah, I like her hair. I like her earrings too.
Muscle can I build? And it just snowballed. But when life really hit me in the past.
I like that look of like the low, messy hair with the hoops. I love that. I love that look. I think it's so cute. I don't know. And I love like Kelsey Rhae's blue eyes with the dark, with her brunette hair. If we're saying like things we love about Kelsey Rhae, if I could change one thing about me, I'd be like, I would do the blue eyes for sure. Mine are like kind of like a hazily color, but they look brown if I'm just taking a picture, but they're kind of like a greenish. They're not green, but they're, I don't know. Like a goldeny green, brown. It's hard to explain. But if I could choose blue, my sister has blue eyes. I'm like, jelly. Blue eyes, brown hair. The ideal for me. I just like the vibe of like the hoop earrings with the low, like scrunchy her hair. I'm a fan for sure.
3-4 years. I don't even know how long it's been. I've lost 2 people that have
brown eyes, yeah.
Really important to me. And if you know anything about grieving or just losing somebody that you love, it's hard, right? You go through seasons of life that are just hard in general, but losing someone that means a lot to you is really hard. And so through these hard times of life, and also just being a mom and newly getting married and being just in a relationship in general, I've had to go through a lot of hard things. And so when life hit me, I was reverting back to my addiction tendencies, right? And so I've been sober for 4 years off of alcohol. And I feel like I got rid of the alcohol, but then my addiction, I never really handled my addiction. I would just restrict myself. And it led into me eventually kind of overeating and then gaining the weight back. Not all of the weight, but gaining some of the weight back, maybe like 20 pounds. Nothing crazy. And we all fluctuate. That's normal. But anyways, here we are. I have now I'm going on this journey of just learning how to love my life. I want to see results. I want to look good. I want to feel good, but I don't want to restrict myself. I'm sick of being in this constant cycle of doing really good over the week and then crashing and burning over the weekends or during my luteal phase. So drop a yes in the comments if you feel like this is something that you also struggle with.
Okay. I find it interesting that she is targeting this new market of individuals, moms, who are looking for help with their PMOS. New phrase. I say new phrase. We've learned that PMOS is a replacement for PCOS from Bam the Lawyer Cat. But she has learned that restrictive style from Prove It because of that fasting kit that they've been pushing for the past 7+ years. And if we're looking at actual measurable results that she's posted for the past 7 years, I would present and this is not me being an asshole, I would present the evidence that the ketones are not effective, that Prove It has encouraged people to develop yo-yo dieting, so that they can sell more of their product, and or they didn't care to develop healthy eating patterns, because how would they continue to sell ketones? Because the dieting industry is so lucrative that the other aspects of the ketones, if the ketones actually work, are not a selling point. However, if the ketones actually work, why are all of the reps gaining weight? Because if you look at pictures, and I would say the reps claim that the ketones help people lose weight, and only talking about this point, not to trigger people, if the ketones people claim that the ketones help individuals lose weight, why are the reps gaining weight? If Kelsey has been drinking ketones since the beginning of time, why did Kelsey Rhae gain weight? And when Jessie Lee was in Prove It, she said you could eat however you wanted to and drink ketones and you could lose weight. I remember her saying that. My auntie has gorgeous crystal aqua eyes and they are seriously epic. That sounds incredible. This is also not me saying like people who are thinner are better. I'm saying that if you claim a product works in a specific way and the evidence doesn't support that, then the product is ineffective. And if you are having people purchase a product because of a claim, then the consumer needs to be made aware of that. And if you are then selling a new course, and that course is sold with the claims that, with new claims that you lost weight for another reason, but in the past, your weight loss is because of a different reason, but you told us that your weight loss was from something else, fuckery's afoot, and we're going to show what happened so that consumers are protected. How I don't know. Jessie Lee was losing weight for other reasons, yes, unfortunately. Life doesn't work like the adipose from Doctor Who. The weight can't just melt off like that. We love a Doctor Who reference. As a potential ADHDer, I struggle with consistency, but I also need the comfort with my own routines. It's a good way to not get scammed by this chick.
With, because it's been a really lifelong thing for me, right? So initially me seeing results was because I was highly restricting myself, and I just don't want to do that anymore. I want to enjoy food. I want to enjoy life. And so I feel like because I have the protocol that I have now, the system that I'm using, it has made it so much better. So if you guys want me to send you the exact protocol that I've been using, again, 7 pounds down in 3 weeks without heavily restricting myself, going through my luteal phase, drop the word system in the comments. I'm going to get into this and show you guys. And by the way, the system that we have, if you've been watching my stories and you know, if you haven't been watching my stories and you probably have no idea, but this is a no stress, high protein fat loss system that is designed for moms over 30 who are tired of losing their traction basically every single weekend and falling off and then getting back, and the constant cycle. And then also has a lot of information about fasting and then the protocols around that, especially when it comes to your cycle. This is really important that we are eating and feeding and fueling our bodies the way that we should be as women, and moving our bodies the way that we should be. So this system is specifically designed around that. And I'm just really excited.
Who designed it? Eric? Who designed it? You? What credentials do you have? I know that Eric is a certified personal trainer through something. NASM, ACE, I don't remember. Aaron knows. Aaron's a certified personal trainer through ACE, I think. Aaron Bees, another anti-MLM pro-science creator here on YouTube. There's not a workout routine that's better for certain ages. What's more important is making sure you're doing forms correctly so that you're less likely to get injured. And looking at goals based off of your limitations or previous injuries or mobility restrictions that you have and the goals that you're moving towards. It's I don't know what she's talking about. These are just hot words that she's using to recruit people into her scamosphere, in my opinion, and then funnel them into her scamus course. That's a joke word. Her course, and then funnel them into her multi-level marketing company. In my opinion. Aaron's ace. Let's go. Thank you. she's making me mad already.
Excited to share that with y'all because it's been a game changer for me. I think that if you're trying to wing it all the time and you're doing what you're used to doing, which is the restriction over the week, and then the weekend comes and you have kids and you have parties and you have things to go to and all these things, and summertime's coming up, right? We want to really teach you how to live your life without overly restricting yourself, but still having some boundaries set in place and a system set in place so that you can stick to it. That's the biggest thing for me. I've never actually followed a system. I've just restricted and I've ate less and I've curbed my appetite and I've put so much stress on my body through the years. So this is gonna be really good for you if that's something that you want. Drop the word.
Every single live stream, every single Zoom call, all of the things has always been, oh, I sell Prove It ketones. Prove It ketones are amazing. You should do this. It's incredible. Or whatever she's selling, this has been awesome. And then now she's doing this. Oh, everything else has been bad before. And now everything else I'm doing now is good. How can we trust you since you're you're shaming everything you did before and you said, oh, trust me, trust me, trust me. But now you should trust me, even though everything I said before, you shouldn't trust me then. How can you stand here now and feel good that you're telling us that, oh, I wasn't telling you the truth for the past 7-8 years I was in Prove It. Oh, wait, you're still in Prove It. So what's the truth? What's the truth? What's the core value? Because one of your core values isn't honesty, apparently. I mean, do y'all think one of our core values is honesty? Because I certainly don't.
Drop the word system. And by the way, yes, y'all, please share this out. Comment the word shared. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Holly. I feel like I haven't. Hi, Haley. Again, I haven't been live in so long, so I'm so out of my routine of like normally when you guys hop on, I'll tell you hi, but hello. And I was just talking so much. Hi, Shell, Brandy, what is up? Hi, Maddie. Y'all say hi, say hello. Let's jump into this, shall we? Okay, so these are some go-to staples that we have in the house all the time because we could take these staples and make a lot of things that are inside my system. And so if you get these staples, the system is going to go through.
You're not a nutritionist.
What am I trying to say? I don't know. First, I didn't get this today actually, but I did want to bring it out the fridge and show y'all cottage cheese. If you don't like cottage cheese, girl, grow up. I don't know what to tell you. Because if you don't like the texture, there's so much you can do. If you don't like the taste, there's so much you can do. This is just a really good source of protein and fats that are going to help keep you satiated, that's going to hit your protein goals, that's going to you can make so many amazing recipes with this. And so, by the way, this system that I'm talking about has 50 recipes that I am obsessed with inside of it. Okay, so if you're like, I don't know, if you're tired of like, I don't know what to eat, I don't know what to cook, I don't know the macros, I don't know how to do this, how to do that, the recipes and how much, like it's got a meal plan in it. It's got all 50 freaking recipes in it. It's got.
I think that Erin is going to try to look at this and roast her plan or something. So keep a lookout for that because I don't know how they themselves came up with all these recipes, but I can't wait.
It's got sweet treats in it. If you got a sweet tooth, drop me in the comments because same. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Sharon. Haley, Mary, Brandy, love cottage cheese with salt and pepper. So there's so much that you can do with this. And if you get the system, I'm telling you, you're going to absolutely
ISSA.
love how we utilize this inside the system, okay? We love making smoothies and things of that nature. And so I got some bananas. I actually got 2 bushels. Is that what they're called? Bushels of bananas. Here's a little fun fact. If you try and buy frozen, do y'all like frozen bananas? Yes, no, in the comments. Callie loves frozen bananas. But when we get frozen bananas, they're usually with the strawberries. And there's way more strawberries than there are bananas. And so we just buy the frozen strawberries. And then I actually had never done this, but I had done it one time. Great. I'm just going to continuously do that, because why am I going to get a bag of frozen bananas and strawberries and there's not that many bananas in it? So I'm going to peel these, put them in a Ziploc bag and freeze them. Girl, I'm telling you, it's so much better. It's so much cheaper. And so anyways, we do a lot of smoothies and stuff like that, and fruit bowls and whatnot. And so we love some bananas. If you got a sweet tooth, this system is going to knock that clean out for you, because there's a lot of really good recipes in here that you can make that curb your sweet tooth, that keep you on track with your goals, and it's like you're not restricting yourself. That's the key. If you're tired of starting over every single Monday, then you're probably just eating, you're eating chicken and rice, or you're eating just one meal. Sometimes I'll eat one meal a day if I'm going through my follicular phase, which is when my period is on, which at that point for me.
Your follicular phase. Am I saying that wrong? Yeah, I was. My bad. Why would you only be eating one meal? That's my question. Why are you only eating one meal during a specific phase? Why are you recommending people? Like, what gives you any kind of credibility to be recommending nutrition to individuals? You have no credentials other than really bad multi-level marketing associations. Prove It fasting, that's super expensive. Prove It ketones, that's super expensive. What else? So you're gonna like only do one meal a day on the follicular phase? Yes, I know one meal a day is a thing. I'm just saying, like, oh, she's gonna be telling people, she and Eric are big about fasting, right? Fasting's not for everyone. And specifically, when you look at actual studies that have been done on, and women who have participated in studies, how they've impacted hormones, it's not like, you can do it. That's fine. It may make you feel great if you have less calories, because at the end of the day, losing weight is calorie deficit, right? That's it. And if you are what is your what are you burning in the day, and what are you eating? And if you have a calorie deficit over a period of time, are you losing weight, right? That is it. And so if you're doing one meal a day, maybe you feel fuller. However, if you're having hormonal problems, sometimes one meal a day fucks with your hormones. And if you are not a registered dietitian, if you're not a certified nutrition, if you don't have a certification for nutrition like Aaron does, or whatever, you just recommending one meal a day on a certain phase, maybe that's really bad. Maybe it's a really bad recommendation. And if you haven't done any reading on actually, like, from studies, and if you don't even know how to read studies, which I guarantee you Kelsey Rhae doesn't know how to read scientific studies. Jen B, Jessica's trainer, had to take a class, an extended class that was like over a year and a half long, where she went and they read studies, scientific studies, and they had to like write papers and do all this stuff on how to like ethically read studies and stuff like that. Not just cherry picking stuff, but how to go through and learn how to do all that stuff. And it's not just, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Hero, lemons. And anyway, so it's like, it's different for everyone. Sometimes one meal a day is great for people. It doesn't fuck with your hormones, right? And for guys too, sometimes one meal a day doesn't fuck with their hormones, and sometimes it does. I don't know. I'm just probably rambling at this point. And again, everyone's basal metabolic rate, like what you burn lying down, breathing, not doing anything, and then what you burn like walking around or like doing activity, like that adds on to it. How to read and interpret studies is such a skill. Right, that's what I was trying to say. So you have your BMR, which is how much you burn. Basically, if you laid in bed and just breathed, you have that as that's how much you burn, your BMR. You get up, you walk around, you walk your dog, you maybe go to the gym, or you get in the car and you go to school, you walk around campus. That's extra calories you burn. That changes day to day, right? And so that changes how much you burn per day. That would be different for everybody. Aaron knows all this stuff. That's why you would talk to Aaron. That's why you talk to a registered dietitian. And then your food intake, that's where you create that deficit. And then you have Kelsey Rhae gonna tell you how to eat. So, talk to Aaron. Hire Aaron.
For me, I don't have an appetite. So those are the times that you'll want to actually fast.
I don't know what just happened, but I cannot hear her. So I'm going to rewind it a little bit to 8 minutes. Sorry.
Clean out for you because there's a lot of really good recipes.
Sorry, just hold on a second. I know y'all probably can hear, but I cannot. I ran my mouth too much.
Recipes in here that you can make that curb your sweet tooth, that keep you on track with your goals, and it's like you're not restricting yourself. That's the key. If you're tired of starting over every single Monday, then you're probably just eating you're eating chicken and rice, or you're eating just one meal. Sometimes I'll eat one meal a day if I'm going through my follicular phase, which is when my period is on. Which at that point for me, I don't have an appetite. So those are the times that you'll want to actually fast to work with your body. There's so much good information in the system. If you want it, drop the word system in the comments. I'll send it to you right now, y'all.
Eating is good for your mental and physical well-being. I'm not trying to give you eating is good for your mental and physical well-being. I'm not trying to give you advice. You don't need to punish yourself by denying yourself food. Eating should also be enjoyable. I'm trying to tell you things that Kat Benson told me. When I worked with Kat, when I was like, couldn't keep any food down, or I was getting sick from food, like when I was first having my endo issues that were like wrecking my body. And when you're stabilizing your mental health as well, eating consistently can also help, like with my bipolar 2. Just because you're not having hunger signals doesn't mean that you shouldn't eat. Because you can also have a worse drop if you're not eating. Listening to Kelsey Rhae say, oh, just because you're not hungry doesn't mean that that just means you're not going to eat. That means you're going to fast. What I'm saying is you should talk to somebody who's an expert, a registered dietitian, your therapist, your certified nutritionist. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to Kelsey Rhae. What I'm trying to say is I've heard different valuable things from an expert. And maybe it'll give you some insight to go talk to an expert. And what I've heard is wildly different and better than this chicken nugget. And it made a lot of sense for my bipolar and my autism and my mental health and my physical health. And I've lost like almost 100 pounds at this point, and I don't talk about it because it's not something I talk about on my channel. I'm just trying to, when I say like eating is, I try to say it a lot, eating is good for your mental and physical well-being. It's because it's good for your mental and physical well-being. It helps stabilize like my bipolar 2. It helps like, so that's all. That's all.
By the way, this system is what I've been personally using and going off of. It has taken mainly Eric like 2 weeks every single day to create this system, right? And I know that y'all have a brain.
2
y'all
weeks.
know how things work. Obviously, something that takes that amount of time and effort and has this much value in it isn't for free. So this is for the woman who is actually really serious. You're tired of starting over and you just want something, but it's super freaking affordable.
That's sweet,
and
Amy.
You do like payments with the firm. It's like $37 right now. But there's a flash sale that's going on. Eric did that for y'all for this live specifically. If you comment the word system, I'll send the link to you. Flash sale, grab that. And not only that, when you do grab this system, you're going to be able to utilize it almost immediately because it comes to your email. You're going to see amazing results very quickly. Then every single Thursday, we have a masterclass teaching you how to utilize it to lose 10, 12 pounds within your first 30 days. So if you're serious about this,
it's not healthy.
System in the comments.
It's not health. I mean, I get depending on how much you weigh, it's obviously you're going to lose muscle and fat as you have a caloric deficit, and the ratio is going to be different as you lose weight, but like you're hoping to maintain as much muscle as you can. But like her saying you're going to lose this much fat and this much weight like in your first 30 days, like that's so dangerous to say. That's such an amateur way to, it's like red flag after red flag after red flag after red flag. It's just red flag city over here.
In the comments, I'll send it to you. Okay. Now, we were in the store in BJ's and I was like, oh my God.
Oh, good,
why
Michaela.
is beef so expensive? This is crazy. We're going to buy an entire cow, by the way, but we do love some ground turkey.
2 weeks.
Turkey just in general is higher protein, lower calories, and it's really, really good for you. Okay. It's a much leaner type of meat. If you're trying to burn fat off of your body, this is the best way to do it, is to consume ground turkey. So we got three packs of ground turkey.
Yo, macros are macros. If your meat is gonna have some fat in it, then like you're just gonna take fat away from something else. Like if the cut of meat that you can afford and get is gonna have more fat in it, then you just get it from there. if you that's gonna how you're gonna burn fat off your body. Like, give me a break. Give me a fucking break.
Ground turkey.
Talk to
we
Aaron.
use this for spaghetti, which
Talk
we
to
use
Aaron.
spaghetti squash for our noodles.
Ugh.
Oh, by the way, hi Alexis, what's up, girl?
Grody.
Y'all say hi. Hi Janella.
Dude. It is.
Am I missing anybody? Make sure y'all share this out. Comment the word shared.
Dude, Doug Wood has been wild recently.
This is my first time going live in our new home. Isn't that crazy?
Where's your RV?
Anyways, we use this for
Where's your RV?
spaghetti, tacos,
Where's
egg
your
roll
RV?
in a bowl. Which, have y'all ever had egg roll in a bowl? Drop a yes or no in the comments. So freaking good. Another recipe that's inside of the system.
You know, you want to hear my hot take? They took a bunch of recipes from Pinterest and put it in a. They took a bunch of recipes from. This is my. This could be wrong. They took a bunch of recipes from Pinterest, changed a few of the ingredients, put it in a PDF, and sold it for $37. Called it good. And it's their recipes. And it took them 2 weeks to put together. Nice, Stacy. Good to see you. Tell me I'm wrong. Do y'all think that that's plausible that they took a bunch of recipes that they found on Pinterest and they changed a few of the ingredients so that all of their recipes are theirs, and then they put them together in a whatever. They changed them so their macros are good, and then they're selling the PDF for $37. There's no way on God's green earth that they were able to develop all those recipes in 2 weeks. No registered dietitian would be able to do that in 2 weeks. No registered dietitian would be able to calculate all that in 2 weeks ethically and would be able to make it taste good. There's no way. I really want to, on members only. I wonder if Erin, when she buys it, would let me go in and just like search the recipes and find the dupes. And any recipe that calls for beef, you can sub for turkey. Yep. And then all of a sudden, like, it's their recipe. I don't put it past them for doing that. I could be wrong. I could totally be wrong.
System, you're gonna love it. We got 2 whole chickens. I love doing whole chickens. I think the meat tastes better. Also, we can get so much meat off of one of these, and it's just a cheaper version, okay? Almond milk. Now listen, unsweetened vanilla. We get unsweetened vanilla. I love some whole milk. I really do. Like, I'm going to give y'all a little hack real quick that I love. If you love coffee, but you love to make it at home and you use whole milk, I'm telling you, if you cut the calories by using almond milk, you are going to start seeing results just in your body just by doing like little switches like that, okay? Use almond milk. Here's the trick. You take an egg yolk. Some of y'all are going to be grossed out. Let me know if you've ever tried this. You take an egg yolk and you blend it up in the almond milk, and it makes it very creamy like whole milk. And so you're really not missing much. You're getting a lot.
A raw egg yolk? Hello? A raw egg yolk? Ma'am? Ma'am? Hello? Can I What? Blink, blink, blink. I need to move my desk back. Hold on. My legs. Ouch. Oh my God. Okay. We're back. Hold on. You gonna be good? Don't fall. All right, we're back.
A lot of nutrients, you're cutting down your calories, you're still able to have those tasty coffees that you love. Okay. Hi Dawn, hi Kimberly, what's up? Y'all say
How does it cut down on calories when the yolk has most of the calories? And so the egg white, has 10 calories and the yolk has the other 80 calories. And so, I mean, maybe the whites have 20 calories and the yolk has 80 calories. And so then you're putting the 80 calories in your coffee with the almond milk. Did you do the math, lady?
y'all say hi, say hello. So we love some almond milk, okay? Took me a little bit. The kids wanted this so bad, but it's 140 calories for 11 pieces. So this is something that I eat very few and far between. So this is really good. And get the organic dried mango, because if you don't, the other ones are like candy. It's candy pieces, and it has 12 grams of sugar per serving, which is absolutely insane. Another thing that I recently love to do is make our own lunch meat. And so I get these turkey breasts and put it in the crock pot, and then I just kind of shred it up and put it on, and we also make our own homemade bread. And then I got 4 packs of chicken breast. Now listen, there's so many good ways that we show you inside of the system. Hey babe, that we show you inside of the system to make your chicken. You don't have to just eat
Oh, good, Michaela.
a piece of pan-seared chicken with rice and broccoli every single meal. In fact, the meals that are inside of this system are going to make you feel fulfilled and happy and satiated, and that is the goal. If you want to stop starting over.
One thing that Kat Benson told me is that you should enjoy your food. That food should taste good. That also, if you don't know, Kat Benson is she's a anti-MLM creator. She's a registered dietitian. She also works with she has experience working with neurodivergent individuals. So like there's like different hunger cues for neurodivergent people. So it was like a really good experience working with her. But she was talking about the importance of like enjoying your food and like just thinking about hydrating differently, and like I don't know. It was a really good experience working with her, but just listening to Kelsey Rhae. Just listening to Kelsey Rhae is freaking wild. Oh my God. Organic has nothing to do with how many grams of sugar something has. 100%, Mila. It's just like one piece of misinformation after another. Elizabeth's 100%. I've never heard of her. I'm a neurodivergent who doesn't get hunger cues at all. Yeah, so she's I used to stream with her more. She's busy and I got busy, and I saw her for about almost a year. But she's a registered dietitian. Let me find her. Let me just really quickly grab her website. 1 second. Okay, so I put her website in the chat. Oops. She's really great. And yeah, she's a registered dietitian. She's also a certified personal trainer. Like Erin is. I think she's a certified personal trainer through NASM. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, she's a registered dietitian and she has experience with neurodivergent individuals. So she's really great. Miss Wednesday, hero.
Starting over every single Monday, that is the goal. So comment the word system. I'm going to send it to you. You're going to love the system. Another thing, we have multiple recipes inside of the system that use high protein noodles. And
so just regular recipes, because you can put noodles in anything. Kelsey Rhae, you've lost the plot. Oh, you can make macaroni and cheese with those noodles. You can make spaghetti with those noodles. You can make hamburger helper with those noodles. You can do anything with regular noodles. You just freaking swap. Ma'am, you just swap a recipe. You can make fettuccine alfredo with those noodles. Anything that has noodles in the recipe. You just put those noodles in there, and those noodles are gross, in my opinion, but like, that's fine. High protein noodles, huzzah. Great.
And so I think I might have tried this once before, the Banza. Anyways.
She hasn't even tried them. Y'all developed all these recipes and you haven't even tried those before? Wow. I have so much confidence in this meal plan that you've put together for all the clients that you're about to accept money from. Kelsey Rhae.
Anyways, it's made from chickpeas, so it's high protein. And so with that, it's a lower calories than you would be eating regular pasta. Lauren, yes.
It's not that much lower calories.
Aspen, I will send you the system. And so anyways, I got a box of this because we have tons of recipes inside of that system that we're going to be making a lot. So make sure y'all follow for that. Make sure you're watching my stories and all that. We love some honey, okay? We do not, I mean, we have real sugar in here for certain things, like if for random whatever, I don't know, we just still have.
Honey is not low calorie, BT dubs. Hello?
We've had it for months, real organic cane sugar, but we use honey for literally everything that needs to be sweetened, okay? And so yeah, get yourself some chicken because the chicken is gonna help you a lot. Another hack, okay? If you have not tried sweet dark cherries as just y'all, you could eat them by themselves. You can drizzle some honey over top of it. You can mix some you can actually cut these up. You can mix it into some vanilla yogurt. You can put some like chocolate chips on top, Lily's dark chocolate chips. Oh my God, make some bark. There's
exactly,
so much
Mila.
you can do. Y'all just need to make sure you follow because I'll start showing you some more recipes. I got some apples because I have a juicer now and I'm gonna start juicing. We don't typically get salmon.
Dude, juicing's not low calorie. The only reason I say this, she's talking about developing recipes to help people, quote unquote, stay on track, and helping people, like, she said, like, stay on track slash lose weight in whatever 30 days, lose 12 to however many pounds in 30 days. Talk to Erin. I'm not the person. I'm not the person for this, but like, she doesn't even know what's on her plan. Let's just logically process through this. You're gonna put an apple, let's say an apple's 70 calories, and you're gonna put 12 apples in a juicer, and then you're going to put said apples and you're going to filter them. We're going to put them through a sieve and make your own apple juice, which is delicious. That's incredible. And then you're going to drink apple juice. It's just wild. And you're taking all the fiber out, which is really good for you. And you're going to make whatever. Let's put carrot juice in there, apple juice. You're going to be drinking a ton of calories. I'm not trying to like trigger anyone. I'm just saying it defeats the purpose of what the plan is doing that Kelsey is allegedly putting together, that Eric and her put together. I'm confused already. I'm just confused. I don't understand. Can someone explain this to me? Because Kelsey certainly is not explaining it to me.
I mean, we used to get salmon a lot, but we stopped because it's just been so expensive and like honestly crazy. But I was like, you know what? This is actually 21 bucks, not bad. So we bought this, and the kids don't eat salmon. So this would just be for Eric and I, and this will probably give us a good one meal a week eating salmon. Salmon is really good. Omega.
One meal? What am I trying to say? That's going to give them one meal? That's only one meal?
Omega, it's literally on this bottle. It's fish oil, omega-3, fish oil, fatty acids, all that good stuff. You need it, okay? I got this for the kids, okay? The vanilla almond, whatever. We usually get, which brings me to my next one, is we always get the Oikos. It's high protein, lower calorie. These are really freaking good to have in your fridge. Again, you can do so much. You don't have to just eat these. You can like make, I'm drooling because I'm hungry. I'm thinking about all these meals. You can make like yogurt bark with these. You can make your smoothies. There's so much you can do with these, okay? And then we love some butter in this house, okay? Don't get it twisted. Some unsalted butter and some cage-free eggs, which by the way, BJ has some really good. I'm gonna take these in. I need to juice these. The kids didn't finish them, so I'm like, well, I'm not gonna waste them. So I'm gonna put them in here. Maybe not that. Anyways, that's not big enough. What the hell? So if you guys want that system that I'm talking about, you probably have seen me post it in my stories. If you haven't, you should go watch. It's an amazing system. I've been following it for the past few weeks, doing the meals inside of it. And it's just a great
exactly
thing
pink
to have
hearts
on hand if you are and I meant to say I'm going to post it in the comments. What I'm going to do is post it inside of the description of this video as well, but I just dropped it inside the comments if I don't get to your comment fast enough. So that's the link that you guys can go access the system through. It's going to change your life. Make sure you hop on this Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. It is a free masterclass teaching you exactly how to utilize the system and how you can actually get 10 to 12 pounds down within the next 30 days.
Wait, it's going to be tomorrow? A masterclass? When's the There's going to be a masterclass tomorrow at 8 p.m., which means it's going to be at 7 o'clock. Are we hopping on tomorrow live? Oh my God, I want to.
3 days. And that's the key, right? Like you want to feel good, you want to look good, but you want to live a life. I want to be able to just live my life. Okay, can I get an amen in the comments if you feel the
exactly,
same way?
Michaela.
I am done obsessing over food. I'm done like You know, and don't get me wrong, like I still calculate my macros. I still weigh my food. But now that I have my staples of things that I really love and enjoy, I'm just looking at the measurements on my whiteboard, which is on my wall, and then I'm doing it. I'm not sitting here like
You have your food written out on a whiteboard, but you're not obsessing over it. What do you... I don't know. I don't want to think about food. I want to live in my room and like look at my quilt and like be able to craft and have pictures on my wall and like have my lights on there and hang out with my dog and, you know, have my plants and maybe have a candle going and remember to eat most of the time and like not be looking at fucking macros on the wall. And I just don't, that's just not me. Maybe it's for you. I don't know. Like I spent so much time, like when I was attempting to play professional tennis, like I don't want to do that anymore. Like I don't want to be, I do it was so painful, like being around like maybe it was just me. Maybe it was a traumatic like tennis coach experience, like being around an unhealthy tennis coach, like not being able to eat enough, my tennis coach telling me like I couldn't, you know, all this stuff. Like I don't want to have a huge whiteboard with like how much I can eat and macros on it and like be looking at that all the time. Like heck no. Like I want to have my cup next to me. So if I get thirsty, I will drink it. And remember that I keep sipping it even if I'm not thirsty. And I have snacks in my bottom drawer. I have easy spoon free snacks, meaning my mental health isn't great and I have snacks where I don't have to make them. Where either just a pack, like I don't have to put them in the microwave and I don't have to cook them on the stove. And those are in my drawer all the time. And maybe the quote unquote macros aren't great, but eating is good for my mental and physical well-being. Those are in my drawer next to me. End of discussion. They're there. They're easy to grab. I grab them. God. That's just me. It's not for me. It's not for me. Like, I don't want to think about food all the time. Like, I don't want to go around looking at my macros on every single room.
Anyways, it's when you follow a system, it becomes so much easier and you actually feel like you're living
Don't forget your meds.
your life and you're not tied to something that's unrealistic. Okay. So I will send it to you guys if I don't get into.
Oh, it's okay, Wendy.
Get to you fast enough. It is linked.
I hope
to my
you're doing
bio.
better.
It is linked to my stories, and I just linked it in the comments. But that's really kind of all we got. So love you guys. Thank you guys for hopping on. I do plan on going live a lot more. If you are an OG, drop OG in the comments. But because you probably have like witnessed the time of my life where I was literally going live every single day. And for doing that for so long, it kind of burnt me out. And then I just stopped going live completely. Like literally, I don't know, I can't remember the last time that I actually went live. And then Facebook started to delete them. So I'm like, you know what? I ain't doing it no more. I'm not going to. So, but anyways, it's just such a great way for me to get to know you guys, for you guys to get to know me, and for me to convey a message I'm trying to share with you guys. Because what else are we going to use social media for if it's not to help other people change their lives? So I'm going to be sharing, you know, these things that are really genuinely helping me live a better life. You know what I mean? Like a more soft, feminine, just inflow life. And there's so much that I'm working.
Soft inflow life? What does that even mean? Live however you want. Sometimes I want to wear like ballet flats and a skirt and a t-shirt and a crossbody. And sometimes I want to wear a baseball hat and shorts and an oversized shirt and all my necklaces. And sometimes I want to wear a backwards hat and you know, a skirt and an oversized shirt and sneakers. And sometimes I want to wear like, it's just like, I want to be me, and I don't really like care if the outfit makes sense. And I don't have to like say I either have to be quote unquote what society describes as feminine, or the society describes as like not feminine. I don't even know. Like, I get to be like me. And I don't have to work towards being something, or I don't have to like, it doesn't mean I'm not fulfilled or I'm not like wholly myself just because like I'm not living up to some kind of like, I'm not living up to some type of standard that society has created or whatever. Like, what does she mean by, I'll rewind it. I'll rewind it. I rewound it too much.
No more. I'm not going to. So, but anyways, it's just such a great way for me to get to know you guys, for you guys to get to know me, and for me to convey a message that I'm trying to share with you guys. Because what else are we going to use social media for if it's not to help other people change their life? So I'm going to be sharing, you know, these things that are really genuinely helping me live a better life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a more soft, feminine, just inflow life. And there's so much that I'm working on to get even more to that point. My life is not perfect. I still have stresses. I still, you know, am navigating a lot of different areas to become the best version of myself. But if that's you, you know, make sure you follow along as well. I have missed you guys so much. If you commented the word system, I'll send you the link over right now. But again, it's linked in my stories, linked in my bio, and I'm going to put it, it's in the comments, and I'm going to put it inside the description of this video.
Whoops.
So I love you guys so much. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you guys next time I go live.
What does a soft, wait. I know we've been here for a while. I have too many questions for us to stop real quick. Hold on. What does a soft inflow life mean? Okay. Okay. Here we go. This is perplexity. A soft inflow feminine life in 2026, when a trad wife style creator uses it, usually means a deliberately slow, low conflict, domestic, and male provided lifestyle that she frames as living in her feminine energy instead of hustling or being a girl boss. It's both an aesthetic and an ideology about gender roles, money, and power, not just being gentle. When these women say soft or inflow, they're usually talking about not working or working very little for pay and rejecting hustle culture, letting a male partner be the primary or sole breadwinner while they focus on home, kids, cooking, and aesthetics, framing that as feminine energy, intuition, cycles, and receiving rather than initiating or competing. Organizing life around feelings of calm, coziness, and slowness, slow mornings, routines, self-care, homemaking, and content, or homemaking content. It's marketed as I don't grind, I flow. I create a peaceful, beautiful home. He handles the outside world. Good luck with that, Kelsey Rhae. How it connects to the trad wife trend. Trad wife literally means traditional housewife and is an online subculture where women promote old school domestic roles and conservative gender norms, often as aspirational content. In 2020, social media, soft, slow, feminine is the sugar-coated around is the sugar coating around that package. Common pieces of the package. She presents full-time homemaking. And I added this because of the inflow part, because I think that that's where she's headed. So if that's not, if I'm off about this, that's why. This is just bioessentialism with extra steps plus crappy ketone drinks. Foon? That's a great description. Oh, Nilo Life, what happened to that? Imploded. Or someone bought it. It's different now. Yeah, Nilo Life's gone. Butter on them, putting them in the air fryer? Oh my god. That sounds so good. Sound like she's soft launching being a trad wife? Yes. Oh, for sure she is. And I don't think Eric's going to be able to be the one to, like, be the provider, because he comes across as, like, being the person that follows Kelsey Rhae. Kelsey Rhae seems like the leader, but that's just me. She presents full-time homemaking, cooking, cleaning, homeschooling, gardens, sourdough, etc. as her primary identity. She openly rejects mainstream feminism or the girl boss ideal and says her choice is liberating or more authentic. A lot of the content is extremely aesthetic and curated, often hiding the financial reality. Many successful trad wife creators are actually fairly affluent or earn online income. We know this. The soft girl feminine energy layer. There's also overlap with the soft girl trend. Women saying that they want a life defined by self-care, Pilates, skincare, smoothies. We just saw the smoothie stuff. Cozy cardio and dreaming of staying home with a husband and kids. Key themes. De-emphasizing achievement and status in favor of comfort and emotional regulation. Treating feminine as being receptive, emotional, cyclical, intuitive, and relational. We're already seeing that with the women's cycle and stuff like that, and eating in tune with, your menstrual cycle and stuff like that. Casting masculine as striving, grinding, providing, and protecting, which he is supposed to do for her. Soft inflow is new age self-help language for I don't push, I attract and receive, which is then attached to a very old school gender script, which is interesting because she's allegedly a Christian, and new age is diametrically opposed to Christianity, which is interesting that she's accepting that. Why it's blowing up in 2026. Commentary around trad wives and soft life content points to burnout and disillusionment with work and the lean-in girl boss promise. Economic pressure and people feeling like they can't have it all. Career plus perfect home plus kids. So an either-or fantasy gains appeal. Social media's obsession with nostalgic aesthetics, 1950s housewife, cottagecore, homesteading mixed with highly curated, monetized lifestyles. For some women, it's an earnest desire for a slower, family-centered life. For others, it's a highly edited performance that also sells products, courses, or ideological content. Look, courses. That's what she's doing with Eric. Red flags and nuance. Critics point out that the ideal depends on someone else having enough income, power, and stability to let one adult opt out of paid work, which is not realistic for many, and they're both doing it. So they're probably going to be able to scam people, in my opinion, from what we've seen before. It often romanticizes eras that were materially and legally worse for women and minorities. Yep. There's a recurring theme of submission or dutiful service to the husband that can slide quickly into unequal power dynamics. And again, all these numbers right here are links to web pages and stuff like that. I don't think this is Kelsey Rhae, but it says, but there's a legitimate piece where some women just want less burnout and more say over how they divide labor and find meaning, which is a real critique of current work culture. I don't think this is Kelsey Rhae. So, but these are all links. So, anyways. I just want the nice comfy part. I don't want to sell shit. Yeah, with Legos, right? We can just I'll just come over and play Legos and we'll hang out with Knox and we'll just have the comfy stuff in your couch, right? With snacks. And like the toys from McDonald's. Right? And we'll open the surprise Lego figures. She's the alpha in the same way the manosphere is filled with alphas. Right. I think Kelsey Rhae is absolutely the alpha. It's amazing how much cognitive dissonance people can withstand as long as it benefits them. Yeah. She for sure is the alpha in the relationship. She for sure is. Soft and feminine. So being strong, not feminine. Yes. Because of course, it's an either or fallacy. Burnout is real. 100% it is. Highly recommend the book Fair Play for Balancing Home Responsibilities with Your Partner. I would love to read that, except I don't have a partner anymore, so it's just me. I'll read it anyways. All day Legos and coloring books. I want to get this. There's a toy. Well, I'm getting. Y'all have fully funded my recliner fund. I think I just have to go check. I gotta calculate it up. I gotta subtract the 30%, cause recliner coming in hot. Cause it's gonna pay out next month on the 20th. Members and I are gonna unbox the recliner, and we're gonna put it in the treehouse, and then we'll be back in the treehouse for the most part. And I'm probably gonna put this on the back of the recliner, so we still bring the quilts into the recliner, and then we'll be back in the treehouse. So, you have the other R2-D2 for me? Oh my god, yes. What? I have to put the shelf right here of all the Legos. I had to put the R2-D2, all the plants Jessica's got me, my little piranha plant. So, that's Kelsey Rhae. That's the start of the tradwife downfall of the maniacal menstrual, I don't know. What's another bad word for M? No alliteration for us. But I think it's going to get worse, in my opinion. I don't think I'm that far off with our projections, with our with what we think is going to happen. I absolutely think that some fuckery happened with the recipes. The fact that she doesn't even know, in my opinion, what actually is on the PDF recipes is wild to me. The fact that they only spent 2 weeks on developing the recipes. She may have misspoken, but I don't think she did. If they're actually going live tomorrow at 8 p.m., I guess today at 8 p.m., since it's 1 a.m., we'll see if we can sneak in. If we can sneak in, I'll see y'all tonight, because that would be incredible. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope it was a decent stream. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Menstrual malarkey, Elizabeth, you win. Menstrual malarkey, you win. You freaking win. You delightful human being. We are gonna be streaming with the stream producer, and right after I come home from visiting Jessica, we will be with the stream producer Knox for 4 or 5 days. So it'll be a delightful few weeks of remote streaming, and we have the remote set up, so it will be incredible. Live long and prosper. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like the stream, subscribe if you like anti-MLM, pro-science, cult breakdowns, and squirrel trails, and I will see you next time. So, toodles.